All right, the big one. As you can see, not only do I have one, but I have two Pokemon trading card game Scarlet and Violet Journey Together Elite Trainer boxes. Hoo boy. I finally managed to find some, and you know I scooped them up as soon as I could. However, Elite Trainer boxes are big, they are meaty, and they have a lot of stuff in them. So, what we're going to do is that we're not going to open both of these in one video. We're going to open one first in this part, and then come back later for part 2, where we open the second booster box. Or not booster box, Elite Trainer box. If this was a booster box, I would have broken this into 2 parts anyway. So because booster boxes are so big, we're going to start with this one. We're going to start with where my scissors go. Here they are. Journey Together, man. This set has been hard to find. Hashtag HTF. But I still think, I will tell you, if you are looking to get into Pokemon trading card game, if you're looking to get someone into Pokemon trading card game, or you're looking to get someone Pokemon cards as a gift, if you can, find one for a good price, get them a Pokemon Elite Trainer box. And why is that? Well, I'll show you. First, you get this awesome player's guide, which, you know, I mean, it's like a handbook. You know, it shows you what's unique about this set. So, for example, Trader's Pokemon are back with deep trust and steady guidance. Trainers help bring out the best in their Pokemon. The bond they share empowers them to act as one in battle and push their strength to the limit, including Pokemon EX. Team up with Zoroark, Iona's Bellybolt, or Lily's Clefairy, Hopzacian, and more Trainers Pokemon, and discover the unstoppable power of friendship in the Pokemon TCG Journey Together expansion. And then it tells you, like, welcome to the Scarlet and Violet expansion for Journey Together. It says, it opens a new chapter for players and collectors bringing back trainers Pokemon that highlight the teamwork between noteworthy trainers and their partner Pokemon, previously known as Owners Pokemon, that first appeared in Gym Heroes, and now they've returned as trainers Pokemon in this new era. If you want to know how old Gym Heroes is old, like Generation 1 old. But, you know, this goes and tells you, hey, here's what trainers Pokemon are. So you see here, Zoroark, Iona's Bellybolt, Lily's Clefairy, Hopzacian. You'll know that they are trainers Pokemon because, as it says here, trainers Pokemon have different names than other cards featuring the same Pokemon, which means you combine them in greater numbers. For example, this expansion includes both Cramorant and Hops Cramorant, and you can include 4 of each in your deck. So since they are different names, you can include up to 4 of each. Because as you know, in the Pokemon trading card game, when it comes to stuff like Pokemon, items, supporters, and stuff like that, you can only have up to 4 of a named Pokemon in your deck. But since Cramorant and Hops Cramorant are different, you can play 4 Cramorant and 4 Hops Cramorant. At the same time, the unique naming of trainers Pokemon means they can only evolve into the same trainers Pokemon, as shown here with Zoroark evolving into Zoroark EX. If you put 4 copies of a regular Zoroark, Zoroark won't be able to evolve from it. Zoroark EX won't be able to evolve from it. Only Zoroark. So you see here, Zoroark. What does it say here on Zoroark EX? Evolves from Zoroark. See? And you'll know, if the name's a little too small, you'll always be able to know if it's a trainer's Pokemon, a certain trainer, by the little headshot in the bottom right-hand corner of the artwork. Very cool. And then, you know, I'm not going to read over all these descriptions, but it gives little descriptions of the Pokemon trainers who are featured. And then it goes through and shows, like, team building combos. So you want to learn a new combo? Look here. Very cool. Blaziken EX, Ludicolo, Alchemy. And then, of course, one of the greatest reasons to have an Elite Trainer box and to specifically hold on to this player's guide is the checklist. Meaning, if you don't want to use something like a Google Doc or a spreadsheet, you can just take a little marker or like a little pen, and here, so like for example, say you want Reshiram EX, and you pull Reshiram EX. You can say, okay, I pulled Reshiram EX. Let me mark that off in my collector's book. That way, you'll always be able to know which Pokemon you have and which Pokemon you don't. Of course, if you're a normal player or normal card opener like me, you might not care too much about this. But if you like collecting full sets, if you like having full sets, and you want every Pokemon, this is great to have. And then, of course, as you go on, it shows you the special alternate artwork, special rarities, and stuff like that. Then, at the back, has a little artwork and a little ad to find your nearby play Pokemon community, which is like locals. So, that's the player's guide out of the way. Let's go into what you all really care about, which is the box itself, which is reason number 2 why you should get an Elite Trainer box. Aside from all the stuff that comes inside, which we'll get to in a second, one of the great things about a booster box is that you can, there we go, so you can use it as compact storage. So if you don't have a binder yet, as you know, if you're just starting out in your journey, you can use this as a way to have your collection. Or if you like to keep your boxes open, so you can always have it at a moment's notice, you can just slide it in like that and enjoy. But of course, you know, what's a box without stuff in said box? And that is where the next wonderful bit of stuff comes in. You get a wide variety of stuff. First off, I'm not going to open this, but you get a pack of energy. You get 45 energy cards of all the different types, except for dragon, because dragon types do not have specific dragon energy. Dragon types instead rely on multiple energies of different types. You also get card sleeves. Now, these sleeves, if you're just starting out, will do you just fine. However, I personally recommend, and many others recommend, you know, if you want to keep good care of your cards, if you know you're going to play them a lot, go look for other brands of card sleeves. You know, if you're a casual player, it might not matter too much, but even still, you should get decent sleeves from a company like Dragon Shield. Not sponsored, by the way. I don't get sponsorships, please. Okay, I'm too small to get sponsorships. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, you should get better sleeves from a company like Dragon Shield or Ultimate Guard, just so that way your cards are better protected. This is a case of this booster box, not booster box, Elite Trainer box, because I think this is I don't know if all of them come with it, or just the Pokemon Center ones, but come with a sleeve promo and some card dividers. I'm also going to leave this sealed for now. I'll open it later. You get some dice. You get acrylic burn and poison marker in case you play against someone who burns or poisons your Pokemon. And of course, these are all wonderful. But you know why you buy the ETB? So you can get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon trading card game booster packs. And you also get a code card for Pokemon Online, which is somewhere in here. I think maybe in here was Zorba. Yeah. Does this say promo on it? Yeah, it is promo. It's your promo. So, but yeah. Why don't we go ahead and crack into these booster packs? And this is the last reason why I say you should buy an ETB as maybe one of your first products, or as a gift for someone who's wanting to get into the card game, because they can get so much. They get to experience opening booster packs, and a good decent amount of them too. They get everything they need to start their Pokemon journey. Energy cards, of course. Like you get you know, energy in one energy card per booster pack. But having such a mass amount of energy at once is great. Anyway, you know what they say. There's only one way is up. So let's rip some packs. We have Billy and Donaire, Pancham, Minchino, Petalil, Spiky Energy, Aselgor, Hops Corviknight, Iono's Voltorb, Bombardier, Mamoswine EX, and a basic Metal Energy. Mamoswine EX, Stage 2, evolves from Piloswine, 340 health, Fighting type, Mammoth Hammer, or Mammoth Hauler. Once per turn, you may search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Rumbling March, 2 Fighting Energy, 180 plus damage. This does 40 more damage for each Stage 2 Pokemon on your bench. Now, I did buy this box secondhand. I did not buy this box from a shop like Target, Best Buy, Pokemon Center. So, you know, I did ask, I was like, hey, is this sealed exactly as it is? Or exactly as, you know, like, is this the original factory seal? And they said yes. So, hey, one hit already. That's awesome. Which means I don't think they've weighed the packs and resealed them. Because this is something you shouldn't do. If you put a pack that has like a holo, like an EX on it, basically a hit, the pack will be heavier by like a tiny little bit than the other packs that maybe don't. And that's how people know, hey, okay, I know what to take out, I know what to reseal. Caterpie. God, another hit? Caterpie. Magmar. Hops Wooloo. Beldum. Weezing. Ruffian. Chinchino. Maractus. Iona's Kilowattrel. Basic Fire Energy. And look at that. Gold Rare. Iona's Belly Bolt EX. 3-star rarity. Electric type, Stage 1, 280 HP. Evolves from Iona's Tadbulb. Electric Streamer. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic electric energy from your hand to one of your Iona's Pokemon. And Thunderous Bolt. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, takes 3 lightning, and 1 colorless energy for 230 damage. That's pretty cool. I did open an Iona's Belly Bolt box, and I actually think, though, that was one of the promos, which... it might have been, though. Hold on. Iona's Tadbulb. Oh, no. The gold one was not. This one was. That's the promo. Which I gotta put in my binder. I gotta organize a lot of my cards. But dang, so far, 2 hits. Honestly, not bad. And see, I'm gonna use this box as storage myself for all the comments and stuff that we pull. I wanna know if I'm looking for anything specifically from Journey Together. I look in the Journey Together box. Fun fact, I was digging through my old ETBs the other day, and I just found like all my old EXs from like 10 years ago. It's, well, like, I uploaded the video a month ago. It's the one that's like, let's look at my old Pokemon cards, guys. Let's look at them together. Code card. Yes, I'm not giving you all the code card. If y'all want a code card, go buy your own packs. There's no charity around here. Lotad, Sentret, and Zorua, Swiftpool Zoroark, Tropius, Virizion, Hops Choice Band for a Hops Pokemon, Articuno, Torchic, Piloswine, Ludicolo, and Basic Energy. Iono. And we got more trainers Pokemon, I think, in Destined Rivals. Which is like Team Rocket Team. We all managed to snag Destined Rivals? I wasn't. Which was unfortunate. Scalpers got to it first, man. I even tried to get I got there on pre-order day. I was like, yeah, I'm going to pre-order this from Pokemon Center. I'm going to get my packs. I'm going to beat the Scalpers. But fate had different plans for me that day. I did manage, I think I said already in videos, because like I'm recording all these videos back to back. So chances are, there's a good probability I forget what I said in one of them. But I did manage to secure a pre-order ETB for Black Bolt and White Flare. So, when those come out, I'm opening those like day one. Unless I'm out of town for whatever reason. Anyway. Bagon. Wingull. Togedemaru. Squelvet. Maractus. Toadscrew. Enstar Manitan. Pangoro. Ooh. Noivern. And Basic Grass Energy. Lycanroc. Special artwork. Stage 1, 120 HP, evolves from Rockruff. Spike Clad ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may attach up to 2 spiky energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Huh. Clamping Fangs. 40 plus damage, 3 colorless. This does 40 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. When I opened up the Iona's Belly Bolt box, I didn't open that up on camera. I just opened that up for fun. I did actually manage to get one of those too. So it's nice to see it again. Hello, Lycanroc. I like Lycanroc. I think Lycanroc's awesome. Another pack. On pack number 4. See, there's 9. 3 hits. 1 and 3 so far. It's not too bad. I love opening Pokemon cards, bro. There's something so, like, relaxing about just opening cards. Swinub. Oh. Swinub. Delmize. Black Belt Training. Shelmet. Postwick. Cloth. Lavencia. Pupitar. I see something. Hop's Choice Band. Amoonguss. And a Psychic Energy. Amoonguss EX. Ooh, very smooth card. 260. Grass type. Stage 1 evolves from Fungus. Spore Ball. 30 energy, 1 grass. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Champignon Swing. 100 plus damage. 1 grass, 1 colorless. Flip a coin. If heads, it does 80 more damage. Wow. 4 hits. I'm genuinely surprised. Although granted, Journey Together has been very good to me. When I opened up, again, the Iona's Belly Bolt collection, I got like 1 hit per pack, except for the final pack, which I was like, damn. It's treating me well. Another kill card, which goes up top. Rockruff. So I can play Lycanroc. Caterpie. Magmar. And Hops Wooloo. Super Potion. Another Corviknight. Banette. Graveler. Cramorant. Lycanroc. And Basic Energy. I like Corviknight. Corviknight's a cool Pokemon. I didn't really use it too much, though, during Sword and Shield in the Galar region. What do y'all think of Galar? Galar. I actually kind of like Galar for as much hate as it gets. I mean, obviously, it's not the best. It won't beat Hoenn or Unova or Alola for me. But I still like it. It's a little linear, but I don't necessarily mind that. Another code card to go to the pile that I have to redeem before they all pile up. Paris. Milcery. Paldean Wooper. Impidimp. Redeemable ticket. Combuskin. Hey, so now I can play the Blaziken I pulled. From the Iona's Belly Bolt box. Again, I hate to keep bringing it up, but man, it just keeps popping up. Ends PP up. Parasect. Meowscarada, my favorite furry. And Basic Fire Energy. Man, that energy is fire. You've got some fire energy, brah. Anyway, speaking of local, I went to my local game store the other day. First time actually I've ever been in. I don't know why it took me so long. But I went in because I was like, yeah, sure. Let's see what they got. Dude, $12.50 for prismatic packs. I was like, dude, no way. Surging Sparks booster box for $2.60 and Blooming Waters for like $1.75. Hell no. Wilmer. I own his Tadbulb. Cramorant. Floricato. Escalade. Brock Scouting. Volcarona. Dude, I'm hoping in Black Bolt White Flare. Volcarona EX. Will be cool. Marowak. Ens Sigilif. Magmortar. And Basic Fire. Or Basic Fighting Energy. Okay. We're back. Sorry, y'all. My camera died. So, last thing we pulled was like Basic Fighting Energy. So, last pack. And then I'll record part 2 tomorrow. So I can go charge overnight. Which means I am sitting in my chair. Because I don't care. I'm not sitting on the floor and hurting my back anymore. I'm singing a song while I open a card. Treating me like I could be a bard. Of course, we have code card, which I'll toss over and I'll just fix that up later. We have Beldum, Bacon, Wingull, Togedemaru, Pingoro, Grimmsnarl, Ends PP Up, Petlo, Stunfisk, and Ends Reshiram, and a Basic Fire Energy. Okay, I know this is anticlimactic, and I hate to end it this way, but I will see you all in part 2. I need to go let my camera charge overnight. Goodbye, y'all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in part 2 of the ETB. Bye. Whee! Hi, N. Goodbye, N.